After a knee replacement, getting in and out of the car can be tricky. In this video, I'm going to show you the best way to get in and out of the car after your knee replacement. Make sure you watch to the end because I'm going to share with you one thing that a lot of people fail to consider when they go back to driving after their knee replacement. There are two main things I consider before I approve my patient to go back to driving after their knee replacement. The first one is a knee flexion. I prefer my patient to have a knee flexion of 90 degrees or more before they go back to driving. This is because of a few things. Number one, if you have more than 90 degrees of knee flexion, you'll be able to get in and out of the car more easily because you don't have a lot of room inside the car. Number two, you'll be able to move your foot from the accelerator to the brake even if you don't have a lot of space. And third is depending on how long your arms are compared to your legs, that will matter greatly. If you have long legs, then that means that you'll need more knee flexion so you'll be able to reach the steering wheel. The second thing that I consider before I approve my patient to go back to driving after their knee replacement is how strong and how fast can they move that leg. Initially after knee replacement, your reflexes on that surgery leg is slower. And also if you have weak muscles on that leg, you won't be able to move it as fast. Now the time frame before you can go back to driving after your knee replacement can vary. I hear a lot of the orthopedic surgeons that we work with give patients around the 1 month period. Now, if you are 1 month post-op already and you still don't have those two boxes checked off, I don't feel comfortable approving you to go back to driving yet, especially if the surgery leg is your right leg. Now, once you have those two boxes checked off, this is how you do it. First is get as close to the car as possible. If you're using a cane, that's fine. Ideally, it will be better if you're not using a cane anymore at this point. So get closest as you can to the car. And then you can put your cane inside the car first. It doesn't matter which hand you're using the cane on. If you're using it on the left hand, move it to your right hand and then put it inside the car. You want to put it away so that you'll be able to get in and out of the car safely. Then you want to move the seat as far back as you can. You want to give yourself as much room as possible. Now that I have the seat all to the back, I want you to back up until your legs are touching the bottom of the car. This means that you're close enough to sit safely. You're going to sit in a side saddle manner. Now in this position, there might be a little variation if your knee replacement was done on the right leg and on the left leg. So move yourself fully into the car seat. You can use your hands to help you. You can grab on the steering wheel and on the car seat itself and pull yourself in. And when you're fully seated, now we start turning. If your knee replacement was done on the right knee, I want you to bend that as much as you can, and then you can use the steering wheel to help you turn, and you want to move this in. And once it's in, you'll be able to move your left leg easily as you turn. Now, if the surgery leg is your left leg, this will be a lot easier. You'll be able to move your right leg in normally, and you don't have to bend your left knee as much because you have more room here. When you're firmly seated, now you can adjust your seat to how you normally have it when you're driving. If the controls are on the seat itself, just move it forward and then you close the door. Or if your car is similar to mine where the controls are on the door, you close the door first and then you adjust your seat forward. If you find this video helpful so far, please consider subscribing to my channel so I can continue creating more videos. Now, when you're going to get out of the car, you do the sequence in reverse. First, you move your seat back as far as you can to create more room. Then you open the door. If the knee replacement is your left knee, now you have the room and you'll be able to just move it out easily. If your knee replacement is your right knee, move your left leg out normally and then bend your right knee as much as you can. You want to move it out a little bit so that you can clear your knee of the steering wheel. That will give you more room to bend your knee. From here, you can use your steering wheel and the side of the car or your seat to help you turn. And you're going to come out in a side saddle position. From here, you can use both hands and push on the car seat to help get you out. Make sure your both feet are planted on the ground before you attempt to stand up. And if you are using a cane, don't forget to grab your cane before you get up. Switch it to whichever hand you use the cane on, and then get up. One thing I want you to consider before you decide if you're ready to go back to driving is what would you do if you have to stop abruptly? A lot of my patients tell me that they feel confident to go back to driving because they're gonna drive slow. Although that is true, but when you're driving, you're not in control of how the other drivers are behaving. If you have to make a sudden stop, you have to make sure that you'll be able to step on that brake quickly. If your knee replacement is on the left leg, you'll be able to go back to driving sooner if you're driving an automatic. If you're driving manual transmission or a stick shift, you'll need your left knee to be strong and fast so you'll be able to make that stop quickly. Now, if you don't have 90 degrees or more of knee flexion, watch the next video.